Hello, hello. Welcome to episode 3 of the Car Club with the Vegan Gypsy Soul. And I have Shane back in my hot seat.
Hello, hello. What a couple of weeks it's been.
Life has been lifing. And I think, and everybody's been able to witness my breakdowns and this journey of what I've been going through this past week. So I've been sharing that with everyone very intentionally. I wanted people to see because a lot of people think that it's always just all beautiful and fairy tale and it's
unicorns, farting out rainbows.
Yeah.
Not so much every day. And especially not with moving. I think moving has got to be like one of the most emotional, draining. I mean, like it all starts good, right? Like every time I move, it's like, okay, I'm organized. I have a plan. And then like 2 days into it, you're like throwing pennies and old things in a box and like just this random crap that's just like laying around your house. And then you're looking at your car and you're like, how do I get this in? And you're just physically just like ready to vomit because you're just so tired and then nothing's organized. And then you just like, then you lose the charger for your phone and it's like in a box and then you can't, and then you just start crying. I mean, I don't know. That's my, that was me.
My first few days, I was like, okay, I got this. I'm all organized. My boxes were organized. I was unpacking. It was so bliss. And then came crunch time. And like you said, everything just got thrown everywhere. And then that's where my breakdown happened. Because I was trying to do the entire move on my own. And the physical exhaustion alone just brought me to tears. Like I did not know how I was going to finish that.
I wish I knew. I mean, I was out of town. I wish, my favorite last minute tool, and it's a little pricey, but like it's worth every penny when you're on the floor like dying because of your move, is this thing. It's called Lugg, Lugg, and it's like Uber for moving.
Oh.
So during COVID, my husband and I had to move not once, not twice, but 3 times because our landlords kept selling, which is obviously like a very big part of my story about why I'm involved with real estate and like why I care to try to make things like somehow more sustainable for people to be able to live here. But on that 3rd move, I was just like, and my husband's like, I can't keep doing this by myself. I'm exhausted and I couldn't lift anything. And it's Lugg. I just got, so 2 dudes, literally, it's like, I watched them like an Uber, rolled down from Temecula, showed up my house, moved my, I was like,
oh, I gotta look into that.
I know. So anyways, I didn't mean to take away from your,
but
like P.S. like in the last 3 weeks since you manifest. So the last time we were here, you had just manifested the next step to be able to move.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, you found the place, you wrote a book, and you moved. And it's really only been a few weeks.
3
so
weeks.
That's pretty incredible.
Thank you.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah. So it's been a lot. I stay busy. I most definitely stay busy. I have
and taught a class on eating vegan, which I was supposed to be in.
The 30-day vegan made easy challenge.
I got to redo.
Yeah.
I got to hit redo. That was a poor timing thing on my part.
Yeah.
But this is freaking brilliant.
Thank you.
This is amazing. This is actually, I'm going to get this guide, and I think what I might do is start with this and then go back into the class. One of the things when I was looking through it this morning that I liked was just like the toolbox. Like there's a toolbox, and you're just like, make it so easy.
But I don't think I told you, but you actually get a copy of this book because you were part of my challenge. So anybody who's in my 30-day vegan made easy challenge, I wrote this book so it'd be perfect to go with it. I mean, it's good on its own too, because it helps you detox your body. It helps you reset your gut health. But this, in addition with the steps of doing my 30-day challenge, it goes hand in hand, and I intentionally did it that way.
And I mean, even like the do's and don'ts of meal prepping, like, thank you. Like, it's overwhelming, I think, especially with the traveling I was doing this month. I was like, okay, this is
life starts to life, and it
gets but we're going to get back on track. And I think also just to know that you can wake up every day and it's a new day and you can begin again, right? Like every single morning you can wake up, put your feet on the ground and be like, thank you. All right, here we go again.
Exactly. No, and I know even I fall off track sometimes. I mean, when I was living in hotels for those 2 weeks, I had no way of getting my food. I had nothing but that microwave that didn't work, so I couldn't meal prep. That was not an option.
I just had a microwave that didn't work.
I mean, so it just did its own thing.
Gosh.
But so like when life does start to become too much, sometimes but that's what this is about. Hitting that reset button on your body, on your life. You got to reset, and it doesn't matter how many times we fall down. We just get back up and start over, and it's just and that's honestly the reason why I shared everybody was calling me up like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm seeing your stories. Are you okay? I wish I was there to help. But the reason why I intentionally shared that is because everybody seems to think that I go through things floating in the air, that I don't actually have the struggles. And they're like, oh, I wish I could just do that like the way you do it, as if it's easy. It's not that it's easy. It's that the practices that I have, my toolbox that I keep sharing with people, keeps me from ever falling back into depression. It keeps me going. I have my breakdowns because I allow myself to feel it, to release it, to work through what I'm feeling at the moment, and then I'm okay. Like by that night, I was okay. I was happy.
I mean, for my like outsider view, it was like, hey, I'm gonna stop my day from continuing down this shit show. Like it sounded like it was not going well. You took your time to reset everything, and then like it really does.
But no, I reset several times throughout that day.
Yeah, because and then you also have your reminders right on your phone that like, come on, I'm laughing about that because like the last few weeks, I don't really think I have words to explain my last few weeks, but I think one thing that's coming into mind and that you've taught me and like to remember is aside from the reset, also just to let go a little bit, because it's like we get so focused on like, I have to do like X, Y, or Z, or like it's got to go this way, or it's got to be this way. And then like, just this morning I was like, you know, some of the best times in my life were when I had no real plan. And
things just flow.
And just like, just try to float and take it in, and like, and stuff will come up. But it's like, you know, if you can just remember that spirit of that feeling, like when you're on vacation and you're, you know, you wake up and you're on, let's say you're in, you know, for me, I'm like, I spent a lot of time in Costa Rica, and I would just wake up when the roosters woke up and I would just cruise, right? Like, and I had my things I had to do in the day. I was doing massage, I was teaching surfing and all that, but it was always just such a like, whatever came to me. And I know that that's very difficult to do in our society and very difficult in our rigid thing. And then when you're going through something like moving and, you know, just financials and just everything, but it's like, hey, take a step back, breathe.
Yeah.
And remember, it's just a journey, right?
It is. And, you know, even where I'm at now, it's not my final destiny. If I'm not, but it's just my in-between place that I'm at right now. And I'm grateful for it. I'm enjoying it for what it is. You know, I'm taking advantage of the things that I do love about. And in the meantime, I'm still manifesting my next place. Like, that's just what I'm doing. I enjoy the place that I'm at the moment, but I'm always ready for the next two, you know? But yeah, that was why I kept resetting my day, and I needed to keep doing that. You know, it started to be more, my mental state was fine because of my reset, but then the physical state is what brought me to my tears.
Interesting.
And this is what I ended up having to call my friend Keisha, who she called me up just randomly. Hey Maria, how's the move going? And I had been so in the go mood, and all of a sudden I went, what?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And the tears flowed out of me. I couldn't stop. She's like, do you need help? I'm like, yes. And I realized, and through talking to Keisha, I realized that I'm somebody who does not ask for help. And that has to do like a trauma type of response, because either we've been let down so often in life, or we've had people make us feel like we were too, oh, you need help again. So I go through that where it's like, I've had so many people make me feel like crap that I needed to ask for help, or that they just fell through on me and I ended up doing it on my own. So I stopped relying on people, and I tried to do an entire friggin' move by myself because of it. Instead of just, I have so many friends here that would have helped me, like, you know, but I didn't ask a single person because that trauma.
Because you're like, I got it.
I'm not bothering anybody. I don't want to be a pain. I'm doing my own thing, and it's like, and that's a trauma response that we've dealt with, you know.
Because well, if I don't ask, then if they don't come and help me, then I'm not let down. Right? Like if I don't ask for help, or I don't mention that I need help, and it's like that, all of that, like working up the courage to ask for help. I feel that.
Feeling like you can't do things on your own, and like, oh, here I am.
And the shame that goes with that too, or like, like for me, it's like, I think, like you said, like, I gotta help you again.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. And that's like, guess what? We're all interconnected. We all do need help at some point. Nobody's doing this on their own. And it's like, well, if you are, then it's like, but yeah, like you could have come into the group probably last week and been like, I need some help.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
You probably would have had 10 people.
Absolutely. They would have all shown up and like, I got you. Like, I would have had too many people there if I had.
Yeah, you would have had to like host some sort of tacos or.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. That would have been fun too, actually. I'm going to remember that for the next move.
The vegan taco. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, but we're always afraid to ask for help. And I talked about this in, I think, maybe in one of my stories. I don't know where I talked about it, but we're like afraid to ask for help. We whether it's help
Mm,
physically that we need something, help, emotionally that we need something, help financially, we're afraid to ask for the help. And we're on this journey to help each other. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I might be able to help you on an emotional, and you might be able to help me, whatever, what I'm just saying?
Mm.
Like, we are here to help each other. One person's going to be a little bit better off than you in the situation, but you're there to help them in what they need.
And that can flex throughout, during the
Yeah.
day. It's like I could be the one that needs,
Yeah,
it just,
exactly.
it all goes. And it's like, if you can just be open to, yeah, receiving and giving equally on that.
I mean, the last couple of weeks, that's what we've been doing. Me, you, like, a couple of the other, like, we've just been bouncing off of each other. 1 minute I'm crying, 1 minute it's you, 1 minute it's like, you know what I mean? We're taking our turns, and we're just there for each other.
Yeah.
And creating safe spaces for people. But our ego makes us think that we got to do everything on our own, that we can't ask for help. And that's just, it's beautiful in this journey of life when we're there helping each other through it,
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah, and I know I am evolving, and things are kind of changing right now for me to where I'm going to start needing to ask for more help on a lot of different things. Like I'm excited, and terrified at the same time about like these next steps of like raising money, raising capital for multifamily. But like my vision is to create like sustainable, affordable housing for our community in one shape or form or another. And I don't know what that's going to look like. It's it raising money amongst healthcare professionals and wellness professionals so they can have income from a multifamily? Is it raising money to build something that doesn't even exist yet? Like, is it, I don't know. I don't even know where it's going to go, but I never even thought about that as something that I could do. I was just so shut down to it. And I'm like, wait a minute, I really, truly need to do this.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Like, I've never been like felt like so called to be like, oh, I actually have to create housing for people. I actually have to create it.
That's incredible.
So I have to, but like I need help. I'm going to need help to, like, I'm going to have to learn how to, follow the SEC guidelines. I'm going to have to learn all this stuff. And I've never thought about myself as that, but I have to do it because I actually need to help my community. So I'm like getting really excited about it.
I love how in just these couple of weeks, like you went from, I don't know where to start, to now you got the vision of building a community. Like that happened in just a couple of weeks.
It did. And it was incredible to go. I went to Tampa. I went to Tampa with my business partner, and we, sort of like had a really interesting experience in Tampa. What a cool city. Like I had no idea I would like Tampa. It was very bizarre. I thought I just had a preconception that was wrong. And then last weekend, ultimately I ended up in Dallas, and I was at an event with like, I don't know, maybe a dozen, 15 more, I don't know, multifamily operators who have done this. And it's like, wow, I am the least educated in the room, and that is an uncomfortable place to be, but like all of them are willing to help.
Place to grow from.
So awesome. So yeah, I'm like, oh, I can do this. I'm not sure how, but we'll be asking for help.
As you're saying this is what comes to mind, is that there's so many people who want to do things, but they just don't have it in them to actually do it. Then there's people like you and I who are given that vision, who are the ones that are going to make it happen. But then we need the finance part of it. But that also, now I know people that have helped me along my journey and helped me financially support me. It's like they don't have it in them to actually be the person to do it, but they still want to make change. So they're still making change through their own way and contributing. And that's something I'm trying to rework with myself, because I've had people make me feel like I was like, well, here she goes again, asking for help. But then the people helping me help me realize that, look, I don't have it in me to do what you're doing, but I believe in your vision and what you're doing so much. I want you to make this happen. You are making the change that I want to see in this world. So, and that we got to think of it that way more. And I'm saying it as much for myself, because like a lot of people want to contribute. Some people have the finances, some people have the resources, some people are the ones that have the vision to actually make it. But every single one is important along that step.
Absolutely.
They all need to come together to make it happen.
Absolutely.
It's not one person that has it all. It's not one person that has the vision, the momentum, the finances. It's always
Yeah,
come
and it's like that
together.
autonomous lifestyle that in our culture has become so like, oh, we all have to do it on our own. And it's like, no, actually, we don't. We're probably not going to create what we need in the world doing it on our own. So,
Exactly.
yeah, it's like
I'm
a really
excited for
exciting. Yeah,
you.
I mean, it's like, well, and then it's still kind of thinking about my. I'm actually the idea of Resonate as a mentorship for health and wellness professionals who need to heal like from burnout or injury or illness because they've just been wrecked their own version of moving, creating community, and then helping them to venture into like their own business or real estate. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's all coming together. I just don't know how yet. On a little dream, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, we're in Costa Rica. Where are we going? But we'll see. I mean,
I never know how things are going. I just literally flow through life. Like, I'm just like, okay, here's where I am right now. And as I'm where I'm at, I'm like, okay, what's going to happen today? Or where am I flowing to next? And
it's definitely been fun to have a bigger vision starting to kind of get more clear and guide because it doesn't happen overnight either, right? Like
it doesn't. And only parts of the vision are shown to us that we can handle. Like, if you were to see the whole big picture, you'd be like, oh, there's no freaking way I could do that. And nope, sorry, you got the wrong person. Sign me up. Don't sign me up for this. Get somebody else. If we were to see how, like, I just know my vision and what I'm meant to do and what I'm doing is so big that I'm only seeing it little pieces at a time. And it's like now, and I just went with it and I just trusted and I didn't know. And now we're starting to see, like, even you're noticing it, like how my stuff is starting to flow together. Like, I was like, okay, I'm just going to coach. Okay. I'm going to do a retreat. I'm doing a 30 day. And now it's like, I got everything, but I have now the book that leads to that help. And then from there, you can join the challenge. The challenge helps you with the coaching. That takes you to the retreat. It's like it all.
There's your value ladder right there.
And it all takes you along your wellness journey, your wellness and your mindset journey. But this is just, I'm only still seeing a small picture of what I'm doing, but the feeling that I have of the level that it's going to, it's huge. It's a movement.
Yeah, it is a movement.
It's an entire movement. But now if I had a vision of a movement from the start, I'm like, yeah, that's just not happening. Sorry, that's too much. Sign up somebody else for this. So that's why we see little pieces at a time.
No, that's brilliant. I'm trying to find this podcast. I've talked about this podcast, but I'm gonna space it, so I have to look it up.
While you're looking for that, I want to make people laugh. I've been wondering why I'm so tall when on my car trucks. I've got this booster seat.
Oh my gosh! Didn't somebody want you to like rev your engine or something?
Yeah,
I was like,
but I'm so short that I can't see above my dashboard, so I have a booster seat, and that's why I've been so tall on all of my car talk episodes. But I'm like really little.
Oh, okay. So I've been like really big on this. I'm listening to The Source, and it's by Dr. Tara Swart.
Can you say that? I love Dr. Tara.
Oh my gosh. So I've been listening to that. So that's been like some helpful stuff this last week or two. I'm also listening to
if you could send that to me,
I will definitely. The other one I'm listening to is Raising Capital for Real Estate. Whoa. By Hunter Thompson. So it's interesting because it's like you're getting these mechanical kind of things mixed with like embodiment of what your calling is. It's interesting. It's been interesting. But something that Dr. Tara had said on a podcast, she was interviewed by Mel Robbins, and I love Mel. She helped me write my book. Actually, she inspired me to write my book. I actually have a picture of me giving her a copy of it. Anyway, 3 places, right? 3 brains, and I think you and I talked about this. So like when you're trying to like head, heart, and gut. And so what I noticed a few weeks ago was my visions were not resonating. Like there was something off in my gut. Actually, that was the one that was off, and I couldn't match it. So I spent some time matching frequency of gut, heart, and head with my idea, and the things and the disbeliefs and those little nasty little like and like where they came from. And it's like without going on a full deep dive on that, but it's just like, okay, no, it's okay. You can just set that aside.
I think it's Dr. Tara that talks about it, like simple check-ins with yourself, like simply just saying, hey, mind brain, what do you need today? What do you need? What support do you need from me today? And it will tell you. It's like our spirit speaks to us, our source, our body, whatever the hell you want to call it. But when you ask yourself what it is that you need from yourself, ask your heart, what do I need today? Ask your gut, what is it that that you need today?
100%.
And each brain will actually answer you.
It's interesting. It's been really fun. It's been really, really fun. And then like my decision to go to Dallas was like last minute, you know, but every single brain told me like, go, go, go. And it was like mind-blowing experience.
I think
incredible.
you pulled like, what would Maria do? You'd be so proud of me. You did, didn't you? It's so funny because whenever
What would Maria do?
I hear that so often. I get people
What would Maria do?
I get people call me all the time like, you'd be so proud of me. I ask myself, what would Maria do? And I just went for it, and it cracks me up that people say that now. It's like,
it's true.
I didn't realize that I became this.
You do. Yeah. You're a beacon of hope for people to remember to get out of their routine, mundane, that you're not trapped there. Like you're only held there by your own, like I'm going to throw this one out there. Cause right now, so I met this really incredible lady at the conference who was offering a 1-day operator. So if like she comes from multifamily from the space of operations and making sure everything runs smoothly, because everybody gets so pumped up about like acquiring a property and, you know, raising the money for that. But then it's got to really, you know, all these pieces have to work together. So she's really into the operations, and I met her at, you know, networking at the end of the day, and she was like, oh, I got this thing on May 10th in Dallas and you should come. And I kind of was like, no, I mean, I've got an escrow right now. I've got this, I've got that. And then I keep thinking about it. So I'm driving over here and I'm like, I might just go for a day trip just because I'm being called to go learn that part, because somebody or something is there for me. Like I totally think so. But it's like, am I going to an operations event for a multifamily event? Like what? Like Shane, you're a massage therapist or you're a PT, like these things that I have been in my past. They're not serving me in my phase now. So I don't know. I'm just going to maybe pull out what would Maria do. I'm not really sure about getting the money together to go on that trip right now, but we'll figure it out.
I was on Lisa Nichols. I was on her thing, and she called me up on the stage, and she asked me if I'm going June to see her. I said, Lisa, I don't know how the hell this, and I still don't know how the hell this happened.
When is it?
It's June 6th and 7th. I'm going to her. It's a 3-day event actually, so I don't remember
where is it.
In LA. And I told her, I was like, look, I'm hugging you. I'm coming there and I'm hugging you. She's like, my arms are open. I know you're going to be here. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I am swallowing my friggin' pride. I'm swallowing my pride. I am going to put together a spot fund me. Because the only way I can get to the next level to help more people. Because I don't want to help a few people. I don't want to help a couple hundred people or like 1,000. Millions. I want to help millions of people.
I love it.
In order to help millions of people, I need help along my way.
Absolutely.
I do. Absolutely. And I'm swallowing my fucking pride.
Honestly, like with your GoFundMe, maybe everybody gets a copy of the book.
Oh, that would be incredible.
Yeah. Or just buy the book for,
that would be
like donate, if you donate, if you donate $15, you get a copy of the book. Or however much, whatever it is. I want to say a pricing, sorry.
Well, the book's $11, so then I can only
get $4. So if you donate 15, that's shipping and handling.
Well, we'll figure something out.
But yeah, this is how you're getting your duck hit to Lisa Nichols, because this bad boy is badass.
Yeah, I would love to. And the reason why I
love that it's pink.
Of course, I'm pink. I'm a pink girl, as you can see. Pink girl, so it's got to match my personality.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm swallowing my pride. I'm putting together a spot fund me today, and I have to make this happen, because the only way I could help the millions of people is if I get help along the way, you know? And
yeah, it'll come.
Yeah. I have no doubt that it will. I have so many angels in my life, and so many people that believe in me. So
absolutely. Yeah. Well, I've been so blessed and grateful to have had a chance to meet you, and then also to participate in Car Talk.
Yeah.
Hot Seat Car Talk today. I have a 12 o'clock.
We're gonna cut this short.
Wrap it up. But I can't wait. We'll see where things go in the next few weeks, and I can't wait to dive in further with this and then do a reset.
This is available on Amazon. It's the Vegan Made Easy guidebook. And also, just real quick, I'm having my retreat in September 12th to the 15th. And the reason why I'm doing that is I share my business partner and I. She overcame cancer. I overcame like tons of illnesses, and we did this all through this lifestyle. So we want to put everybody together and really take you through this magical journey while you're in Canyon Tops and all.
Oh my gosh, the property looks great. I saw the photos.
So we're doing the full 4-day packages to really dive into it, or day events for the people that are local. But if you are interested in any of that or my book, just DM me. And I love having you back in my car seat.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. Thank you so much, and I'm excited to see where the next few weeks go, and if everybody
always
just helps out, ask for help, do what they need to do to keep moving on their path and their journey. We're going to make the world a better place.
Yes, we are. We're doing it together.
All right.
Love you.
Love you.
See you guys. Bye.